Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. I hope you are always healthy and always in the protection of Allah. On this occasion, I will present material about China's foreign policy in the South Asian region. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Amanda Ledisaristiali. I am a student majoring in Public Administration, Class A. Okay, for the first, let's briefly describe about the country of China. The People's Republic of China, or the Bamboo Curtain country, is a developing country located in the East Asian region. This country has the largest population in the world. China, which has the full name of the People's Republic of China, is politically controlled by only one party, namely the Chinese Communist Party or CCP. In the field of economy, China is the second largest economy in the world. Fundamentals of China's foreign policy. China is known as the center of world civilization, which for countries was led by several prominent dynasties. As a country with a communist political system, China's foreign policy-making process is centered on the leader and the people around him. In addition, China's leadership in foreign decision-making will be decided throughout the process of the think tank group or Politburo within the Chinese government. China implements a foreign policy foundation that's in accordance with its principle as an independent country in international relations. This principle became known as the Five Principles of Peaceful Coexistence. These five principles consist of number 1, mutual respect for sovereignty and territorial integrity. Number 2, mutual non-aggression. Number 3, non-interference in each other's internal affairs. Number 4, equality and mutual benefit. And number 5, peaceful coexistence. China's foreign policy itself is still a reflection of the five principles of peaceful coexistence. China uses this set of principles as the basis for formulating its foreign policy, which becomes a set of guidelines for China in building its relation with other countries, both bilaterally and multilaterally. China foreign policy in the South Asian region of Deng Xiaoping's era. During the reign of Deng Xiaoping, China, which began in 1979, focused on improving infrastructure, economy, and stability in various sectors. And then Deng Xiaoping made China's policy as one country, two systems, one country with two government systems. In addition, China has also adopted the reforms and opening policy, which is a policy in which China begins to change the economic system and is open to international trade and investment and is ready to establish cooperation, both bilaterally or multilaterally, and at the regional and international levels. The above policies were taken to achieve the unity and reunification of China. Deng Xiaoping's policy has reformed China's economic system to become more free or with a liberal system pattern and has encouraged change close the economic system to become open. In South Asia, China foreign policy direction under Deng Xiaoping's administration has brought about a new era of interaction between the two sides. After going through decades of intrigue and conflict, the interaction between China and South Asian region has begun to improve. In the era Deng Xiaoping's, China has also succeeded in establishing cooperation with almost all countries in the South Asian region. China foreign policy in the South Asian region of Hu Jintao's era. China foreign policy under the leadership of Hu Jintao is known as the Harmonious War Principle as a continuation of the Harmonious Society Principle. In this principle, China is committed to creating world peace and stability. Therefore, in the era of Hu Jintao, China strongly sought multilateral cooperation from ROCs in various regions to achieve international peace. And then, China foreign policy in the South Asian region in the Hu Jintao era basically continued the foreign policy of the previous era, namely increasing economic, political, and security cooperation. For the economic sector, China also invests a lot in various sectors, and it was recorded that China export in the South Asian region actually increased. Then in the security sector, China has also increased its diplomatic efforts by cooperating in the South Asian region. In addition, China is also increasing its military cooperation and becoming the largest partner for countries in the South Asian region, especially for the supply of military equipment. In order to deepen China's integration with countries in South Asian region, China officially joined the SAARC and BRICS. On 22 in 2005, China officially joined SAARC as an observer at SAARC summit in Dhaka with support from Bangladesh, Nepal, and Pakistan. China is also a member of the BRICS, or Association of Five Countries with Developing Economic, with one of the countries in the South Asian region, namely India. China foreign policy in the South Asian region of Xi Jinping's era. The new Chinese government under Xi Jinping since 2012 has brought about several changes in both domestic and foreign politics. In domestic political affairs, the Xi Jinping era government provided several initiatives for its domestic policy, such as controlling bank interest, reducing corruption, and strengthening control over the media and public opinion. Then, for its foreign policy, before the Xi Jinping administration, China's foreign policy also tends to emphasize the concept of a harmonious world and a low profile. Now, China under Xi Jinping's government uses the concept of the Chinese dream. The foreign policy of the Xi Jinping era adhered to the Chinese dream concept. The Chinese dream concept has two main objects, namely China's determination to become a developed country in 2020 and ensuring China is the country with the largest economy in the world. China's foreign policy orientation in the Xi Jinping era was more honorable in several aspects, such as relations between countries, diplomatic style, and international relations. China in the Xi Jinping era is also increasingly active in his diplomatic effort by making more stated visits, inaugurating various memorandums of understanding and agreements, attending forums or high-level conferences. Under the leadership of Xi Jinping, China occupies the second position with the largest economy in the world. It is noticed that shortly after Xi Jinping started to lead China at the end of 2012, China's export and import figures were $3 United States 87 trillion. So, China must increase the volume of international trade, as well as increase its investment in several sectors and larger projects in various countries. And then, China's foreign policy in the South Asian region of Xi Jinping's next era is on the issue of terrorism, separatism, and extremism. China sees terrorism, separatism, and extremism as a serious threat to regional stability. Therefore, China then strives for regional stability, such as in Central Asia, the Middle East, Africa, and especially in South Asia. For China's foreign policy in the South Asian region, particularly in the issue of terrorism, separatism, and extremism, China cooperates with several countries, especially with India, Pakistan, and Afghanistan. That's all the material from me. I'm sorry if there are mistakes. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.